Everyone, this is eXp with Beau, and we're here today starting off our 30-day series about moving to eXp, and we're just going to talk about day one today. So we're going to jump right in. This is just a series to help you with your move to eXp. I know that it's a lot when you're thinking about moving, there's a lot to think about, and the hardest part is, what do I do? How do I know I'll be successful on the other side? There's so many things to think about that I can't even begin to fathom moving. So these videos are just going to be here for you guys' resource to have a place to go to think about everything. And I'll keep updating the document as I learn more and into the future as people make suggestions. So here we go, day one. As you probably already started reading, before you do anything, like before you even tell your spouse that you may think about moving, I would take a backup of your email and online file storage. And actually I'm going to add to that email contract. I'm thinking .loop for me. I'll say contract storage and online file storage. So to me that was Gmail, emails, etc. Contract storage was .loop. I'll just go ahead and put that in as an example. And online file storage, and I'll put G Drive for me, or Google Drive. Alright, so this is so important, because if you don't end on amicable terms, then you may not have access to this very long. So you don't want to go announcing it and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, I need to back this stuff up and keep a copy of it. So go ahead and take a copy, do it over the weekend, whatever, before you really start thinking about anything else. And it's good to have, even if you don't end up switching. These things are good to do on a routine basis, probably at least once a year, maybe once every 6 months. So I took a backup. You can use Google Takeout, I believe, if you Google how to back up Google email. It's the tool Google Takeout, I believe, and it'll download files for you. And actually, because G Drive's hooked in, you can do the G Drive and the email at the same exact time. If you happen to sign up for another Google email address, there is a Google Migrator tool that will just migrate all your email over to the new Gmail, but you have to go Gmail to Gmail to do that. So the next thing, the contract storage .loop, you just download all the loops. That way you have the files in case something comes up later on. I'm not a broker per se, like own my own brokerage, so there is typically state laws around that as far as how long you keep your contract or your customers' files. For me, it's just my customers may ask for one, so I either need them in the Google Drive, which they should be, or in my .loop. All right, so let's go. Next, number 2, write letters and notes and build a communication plan for announcing your move. All right, this seems super simple. You're like, okay, let's move on, but let's talk about it for just a second. If you are going to do this, the industry is small. The industry is small in your local market. It's small nationally. I can say maybe even small globally, but it definitely is in your city and nationally. People talk, people know each other. The key here is don't burn any bridges. There's no point in it. This is a move that I'm presuming you're making because it's going to be a better spot for you and your family. So there's no reason to storm out, make a big deal of it. Even if your brokerage now is doing something that feels like they're not providing, or they're treating you wrong, something like that, just let it go. Just let it roll off your shoulders. Leave with your head held high, and because you're doing it for you. So write letters and notes to the people that have made a difference to you in that brokerage, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. You just never know. So it's good to just tell them what you meant, or what they meant to you, and how they helped you, and how you hope you can stay in touch. All right, and then the communication plan for announcing your move. I am not a big flashbang, let the whole world know everything type person. I'm kind of low key, but you just want to know how you're going to tell everyone, and you want to know what you're going to say when they're going to ask. So like, why'd you move? What'd you do? Like, well, why? All this stuff. So just have a plan. That way you're not winging it, and you're not going to say something you regret later. All right. So now you're ready. You're ready. You're ready to announce. You're ready to actually make the move. So these are Indiana instructions because that's where I reside. If you're anywhere in the country, you can go to jointheexprealty.com and fill out the contractor agreement. And there you go in part B. If I'm the one helping you, and I'm happy to, just give me a call. My contact information will be in the videos and below in the description. If I'm helping you, choose me as your sponsor. I'd love to sponsor you and help you out, continue to help you build your real estate career. But if someone else is helping you and you've gotten more information from them and they're going to be there for you long term, they're your sponsor, choose them. All right, next we're going on to number 4 is the Indiana business. So Secretary of State site for your local state. You're going to go there and you're going to transfer your license over to eXp from your brokerage. So this is the actual step. And you go, we'll make a sub video for this specifically in the future, but you go to the website. For us, there's literally like an icon in Indiana that's down about 2/3 of the page down, and it shows exactly where it's at. It just says transfer license. So super easy. Do that, follow the steps, fill it out with your license, your information, and hit submit, and you have submitted your license for transfer. Once the receiving brokerage, in this case eXp, receives that, they'll process it and accept it, and then you are at a different brokerage. Just as simple as that. So that's day 1. You can click on the next video, which will be day 2, and you can do that all the way through day 30, because we're going to navigate this together and we're going to figure out what we don't know together. So these are just my thoughts and my things as I'm hitting them. Certainly comment below, ask more questions, whatever you need, here to help. So hopefully this will get you off in the right path. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.